Hi, it's Lee from ColouringQueen.net, and today I've got the new Colouring Heaven Halloween special magazine. Now I do need to apologise first up, I cannot get the lighting right today. I've tried for 2 hours and I'm sweating and I just cannot get it done, so apologies in advance. When David gets home, he's promised to have a look at it and use his skills to try and improve the situation here for me. But in the meantime, I am very sorry that this is not as crisp as usual. Now, this edition of the Colouring Heaven magazine is absolutely amazing value, and I'll tell you why in a few minutes. First of all, this one features 6 artists. Now, some of them you may have heard of, and some of them you may not, because they deal mainly in children's illustration or manga artwork or other things, so they may not have come to your attention. So we've got Camille Fiestar, who's the creator of Fashion Girlfriends, and she has an Etsy shop, and her artwork is just gorgeous. You can check it out. She has color illustrations as well, and it's very pop surrealistic. It's very, very gorgeous, and just her artwork here included, just these first 7 pages, is truly amazing value, because when you go and check out Camille's shop on Etsy, and I'll link to that below, not only will you see the coloured illustrations here and see her beautiful style, which is very much like the beautiful Camilla Fiestar, which I'm probably butchering both of those names, I'm sorry ladies, but you'll see that she only has 2 colouring books for sale, and those colouring books contain 8 pages on Bristol paper, but they're about $30 US because they're handmade on Bristol paper. Now, getting her artwork, 7 pictures in a magazine that costs in Australia about $14, is a bargain in my opinion. So just Camille's artwork in this, and wasn't it absolutely gorgeous? Then we've got the lovely Nikki Burnett. Now, Nikki is well known to most people in the colouring community. She has a number of colouring books and beautiful style. She also has grayscale colouring books, and she's done a lot to promote grayscale in the colouring community and to help people learn how to colour that particular style. Now, Nikki's artwork is sort of cuter, so we've gone from pop surrealism to cutesy, and this is great because not everyone likes gory Halloween pictures, and you know I don't. You know I like the kitty cats and the bunny rabbits, and I like it cute. So there's the gorgeous Nikki Burnett's artwork, and look at all those cats. Aren't they lovely? And I mean, of course you can make these more creepy if you wanted to, but you could also make them cute as well. And I think the pictures that we've seen so far, they're not confined to Halloween. You can use those at any time of the year, and this one's gorgeous. I'm pretty sure I've coloured this in the grayscale version. I have a number of Nikki's PDF books, and I'm pretty sure I've coloured that in already. Now, this is Vanessa Yotamoto, and her artwork is mainly on video games. Just going back, she's Brazilian, which is lovely. We get to see some different ranges of cultures, and this is a picture that I've selected to colour in, and because of these lighting issues I'm not going to colour it in on camera. I'll come back and I'll show you what I've done. But this one I'm going to colour in, and not in Halloween colours either. because it's breast cancer month, October, I thought I would go with pink. And so what I did was I swatched out all of my pinks from all of my pencil sets. So my Prismacolors, my Felissimos, my Mugis, my Crayolas, my Ergosofts, my Schifferfarbens, my Colorsofts, my Guanghos, my Polychromos, my Pablos, my Marco Refines, my Eurogitans, my Lyras, my Kohinoor Magics, my Kohinoor Tritones, my Tombow Recycled, my Jane Davenports, my Black Widow sets, my Spectrum Noir, some Audi sets from the Audi supermarket, Montmartre, the Progressive Woodless pencils, the Prismacolor Scholars, the Colleen 120 set of pencils, the Holbeins, and the Faber-Castell Classics. So I've swatched them all out, and some, I swatched based on whether they were called pink or not, because pink is the breast cancer symbol, so I thought I'd do this all in pink rather than the Halloween colours. Now, when I swatch them out, some clearly are a bit more purple than pink, and some are clearly a bit more orange than pink, but hey, I'm going to go with it, and I'm just going to go with what's there, and I'll show you what I've done either on the community tab or at the end of this video. We'll see how we go, but this is the picture that I chose to do in pink for Halloween, and it's from Vanessa, who's Brazilian, and she mainly works with video game animation. So Vanessa might be a new artist for many people here. So lovely introduction to her artwork, and it's very sweet, and I really think that you could colour this in non-Halloween season as well. There's something about it that's not really truly Halloween, it's just interesting and original. Like this could be coloured anytime. It's really just like the witch's hat and the sort of expression of horror on that plant. But very, very different artwork. So if you like a real range of artwork, this one is, I think, a really great addition. And not only that, just Camille's artwork, which is generally really expensive, included in this book, without the addition of Nikki or Vanessa, is just amazing. It's amazing value for money, this edition. And not only that, there's some better news coming as well. So absolutely charming artwork, and something for everyone, like something for people like me that aren't too keen on really creepy pictures. Now this is Zoe Sadler, and she lives on the Isle of Wight. Now you may not have heard of Zoe before, or Zoe, because she's a children's book illustrator. Now she does have some colouring pages, obviously like these ones, but if you would like to see what they look like coloured, and she's got a really beautiful style, go over to her website, and I'll put the link below, and check out how she colours these. They're very beautiful the way she colours them. I think it's watercolour that she uses, I'm not sure. Now you could use watercolour on these pages, but they're quite thin, and you would definitely need to be very light with your hand if you're colouring watercolour here. But aren't all these bottles absolutely gorgeous? Think of all the glass techniques that you could do, and then inside we've got all the creepy crawlies, the poisons, the blood, and all the rest of it. And even though that's kind of creepy, even for me, I think that's pretty cute. And I love these pictures. They are just adorable. They kind of remind me of Joanna Basford's Ivy and the Inky Butterfly, with and obviously not with the sweet style that Joanna does, but with all these like little windows with little vignettes or stories inside them. So very, very cute. And I do like the way that there is a few illustrations that are landscape, just to give us a little bit more variety. And the other great thing about this issue, if you haven't noticed already, is that there is a real range of complexity in the pictures. There's some that are easier than others and some with more open spaces and open to you to do more creativity. Now this is Vera Ma, who's from Singapore, and she has a shop called Lemon Shortbread. Now I favorited her shop a long time ago, but I've never actually bought anything from it. So this morning I scooted over there, and I tell you what, I fell in love. These pages that are included here are for sale on her store for $3 for one page. That's $3 US. So in Australia, that's like 30 Australian dollars. No, I'm only joking. But the Australian dollar is not that good. So, you know, they're probably about 5 Australian dollars. So for Aussies, this is fantastic value, because pages that you would normally get for $3 off Etsy, $3 US, are included in this book. Not only that, there's also a coloured version on the Etsy website where you can see what these pictures look like when they've been coloured in by Vera, and she is an amazing artist. Honestly, her artwork is just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So the actual retail cost of the artwork in this edition of Halloween is just unbelievable. If you were to just go out and buy a few of Vera's pictures or Camille's, one of Camille's books, it would be way beyond the price of this issue. And I really love this one. I'm really want to colour this. I love her artwork, absolutely love it, and I can't understand why I've never bought anything before, but I'm so rapt that I've got these pictures now in the magazine, and I can go and look on her Etsy shop if I need inspiration on how to colour it. Now, as always with Colouring Heaven, the illustrations are printed on single pages. The paper is thin to medium. It's not going to take a lot of water if you use watercolours, but you'd have to be really light. But the great thing about it is you can use coloured pencils or pop a piece of paper in between the pages and use your markers. This is just a stunning edition. I am just blown away with the 4 fantastic artists that have been included. Is it 4 or 5? I'm losing my mind. 1, 2, 4, 6. Gosh, I can't count, I'm sorry. But there's 6 amazing artists that have been included in this edition. So much variety. Now, if you're a fan of doing portraits and grayscale, we've got Carissa Rose here, and her artwork is just divine. We've got the Day of the Dead type look here on both portrait and landscape. So there's truly a bit of something for everyone in this issue. And honest to God, there's some pictures I love more than others, you know, and it goes without saying, I think you know that the picture that I'm going to colour in and the pictures by Lemon Shortbread really stole my heart. But I love all of the artwork in this edition, and that's really unusual for me. Usually there's artwork that doesn't take my fancy, but this edition I can see myself colouring pages and pages from it. So I'm super happy with this edition. You can get Colouring Heaven if you're in the UK. You can get this edition from your local supermarket. Every major supermarket in the UK seems to stock it. If you're in Australia, Big W have said that they're no longer stocking it because of their readjustment with their stores that they're going through at the moment. Really, you're best off ordering it direct from Anthem. I'll pop the link below, and that'll be sent out to you. It might take about 2 weeks to get here. In the US, Barnes & Noble have it, but again, it's often easier just to either sign up to the monthly subscription so you get every edition, or just buy the ones one-off that you like and they'll be sent out to you. Now there's always some sort of special offer, so this time there is a special offer on the Faber-Castell Gold Faber pencils. So this is for UK residents, so when they order they can get the colouring pencils, but for international readers there's a discount of up to 40% when you subscribe. So there's always some sort of great offer in the back, and this is basically the only advertising that you ever find in this magazine, other than some magazines are just packed to the brim with advertising. So this is 40 illustrations, no ads, a cover that you can colour front and back. We've got the lovely gold foil on there. This artwork is just amazing. And what's even nicer, the icing on the cake with this edition, and you can tell I love it. I truly love this edition. I think it's one of their best editions of this year because of the value, the variety, and the amazing artwork and the retail value of that artwork if you were to buy it. But the other wonderful thing about it is I am a sucker for anyone that supports charity. I support as many charities as I can. Being unemployed at the moment has sort of made that a little bit harder for me, but I am always all for supporting charities. And this edition is also donating 10% or 10 pence, sorry, to Bath Mind, which, as I understand it, is an organisation based in the UK that deals with mental health and wellness. So that's my understanding of what Bath Mind is, but perhaps I'm wrong. And this picture, to demonstrate the importance of mental health and wellness that you can colour in on the back, is by the amazingly talented Kelly O'Gorman. Now my only issue with this particular book is with my postman. You may have noticed throughout it that some of the pages are crinkled. That's not me. My nasty post office folded the book in half and put it in my PO box, and I am super upset about that, and I might have to get that thing called the iron out that doesn't see a lot of action in our house, and give it an iron and hope to get some of those creases out. So that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed this edition of Halloween Special from Colouring Heaven. The links to buy it are below the video, and thank you very much, Colouring Heaven, for sending this edition through to me. It is very much appreciated, and I think it is an amazing issue. And as always, I am totally gobsmacked with the amount of talent that you get in every magazine that is produced. Now I'm going to work off camera on my picture using all of my, what I'm calling pinks. I know some of them are purple or too much orange or whatnot, but where do we draw the line with pinks? Is it, how do you tell which is still too much pink? Anyway, I'm going to use those pencils and maybe a bit of washi tape, maybe some pearl drops. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to colour that picture in by the lovely Vanessa, and I'll either pop it at the end of this video or maybe in the community tab. So that's it from me. Until next time, happy colouring.